125 main event from Texas Stadium. And never has there been more anticipation since America waited to find out who shot JR. Will Mr. Stewart get his first title? James Stewart, all he needs to do, David Bailey, is finish in the top 3, and the 125 West title is his. I don't see any way that anybody can do anything to keep Stewart from winning this race. Travis Preston right there, number 1, the defending 125 West champion. Let's take a look at the THQ trap map here in Dallas. Well, they're going to get a long drag race down into that tight first corner. I expect to see a lot of action there. That could decide things tonight. After they get through there, it's over the first big triple, the big air. They come out of that, then there's a rhythm section that only James Stewart has been able to get through clean. The whoops, go across the starting line to the other side, jump over the big finish line jump. More rhythm, step on a plateau, back off, a couple of more plateaus, a hard right and around the perimeter of the stadium through more whoops, and another big triple before you go under the tunnel. Well, we'll take a look at our Honda main event starting grid. A lot of green down there. 917 is Sorby. 30 will also protect him. That's Matt Walker. The Kawasaki boys all bunched together. We'll also keep an eye on the SXGP.com whole shot as we look at the Honda main event starting grid one more time. This is Jeff Gibson in there and Shane Best, number 102, the ECC rider. Tiger Lacey, who got a whole shot, is in there. But this is great. This is what all of Dallas has turned out to see. You made mention of it. James Stewart had an opportunity to visit with Tiger Woods, and you wonder if Tiger, as we look at Andrew Short, who'll be wearing the helmet cam, wonder if Tiger gave him some words of, go out there and get your own green jacket, son. He's already got one. But I'll tell you what, James was surprised, rather, of how humble Tiger was. I'm sure it was a great conversation. One more piece of the puzzle with James Stewart. This is it, the 125 main event. James Stewart on the inside line, right behind Billy Laninovich. It looks like Laninovich will get the SXGP.com hole shot, and look who shoots to the front. Laninovich had the whole shot. He was dropping back to second. He tucked that front end a little too tight and high-sided. Now he's going to have to start from last. His chest protector's hanging off of him, and out in front, and I mean way out in front already is Stewart. Unbelievable. What do you think the chances are they'll just wave the checker flag right now and spare everyone else? And I hope we got a zoom lens on our helmet camera on Andrew Short. He's the closest guy to Stewart, but I'm not sure if we're going to get much in the picture. So it's Stewart, Short, Walker, and Preston, 1 through 4 right now. Stewart wearing number 259. There is Short, number 41, coming into view. 30 is Walker, and number 1 is Travis Preston, the 125 West defending champion. But right now, they are all chasing James Stewart, and he's about 70 yards out in front. Nice move. Preston was able to get around Matt Walker. Walked up to the inside of him, but neither one of them could do the triple. So, you know, you just can't afford to be costing all kinds of time like that when you make passes. Well, Travis Preston, as we said, is the 125 West defending champion on board the Honda CR125R Team AMSOIL Chaparral Honda out of Hesperia, California. He's 24 years of age, 6'3", 190. Has the number 1 plate going right now. He made the jump up to 250, back now on the 125. Looks more comfortable out there. I'm wondering if Matt Walker, I didn't catch the beginning of that pass Preston put on him, but it just seemed like Walker was trying to stay close and get a run on him. Well, you remember Matt Walker and Travis Preston have had a history. Back in Phoenix, they got together. As we look at the start one more time on the inside lane. Well, watch Laninovich. He gets right into the inside. Now he's just trying a little bit too hard to salvage something. And Stewart's coming on the inside. Let him have it. He's not going to give it up. And when he tried to just hug that corner a little tighter and race him for it, his front tire had nothing left to stick to. Now Stewart is enjoying a 6-second lead, and here we are in lap 3. That's going to get a lot bigger in the next 3 laps. I cannot believe the difference in talent and speed and intensity from Stewart going back to second and third. I mean, Preston is riding flawless. Andrew Short is riding a great race, carrying a helmet camera, and they're just not even close. Andrew Short's best finish, as we take a look at him, number 41, was in our first stop at Edison International Field in Anaheim, California. Picked up 20 points there out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Short in the Suzuki 125cc ride, sporting the helmet cam tonight. He's got company coming up on him in the form of number 1. Travis Preston puts a nice block on him. Short gets around him, and that time Preston comes up short of the triple, and look at Walker right back in the picture. Yeah, I think
if Walker can get a wheel under Preston, man, he's going to go for it, even if he's got to take a chance.
There it is. Walker sees an opening, tries to make a shoot at it, can't get in there. Preston back into third. Here comes Walker. So Preston has an issue right now in the form of Team Green, number 30.
Now we're talking about a couple of big names, Todd. Yeah. I mean, Preston and Walker, these guys, they've been around. Walker won in Houston last year. Preston, his first win came in Houston. He won this race last year. And they both cannot seem to do a whole lot with Andrew Short, who's still running a solid second. Now it's an 11-second lead for James Stewart.
Well, earlier in the day, James Stewart goes to the tunnel. There's a rider down inside the tunnel, so it's a blind turn. He's clear now. Earlier in the day, one of our cameramen, Pat Wallace, gave me a what-if sheet. What if James Stewart finishes out of the top 3? And I thought, what's that going to happen?
Yeah, I made that into a paper airplane right away.
Well, you're not going to need that thing.
So Short, man, he's got the pressure now. He can really feel it. The whoops are going to be good this time. These guys are all going to be close together, and Walker might be able to do something. I think Preston is the fastest up to 3. Short's been getting better and better through whoops.
Preston closing in on Short. This is the battle for second, third, and fourth. First place is James Stewart. He is all but gone. Travis Preston on the outside tries to punch it in and pulls it back. I think he's not twice about that because he would have put Short into pit row.
Now, he was a little bit faster than Short through there, but he's going to have to be a lot faster than that to get around. I mean, Short makes a mistake. There goes Preston and Walker.
We'll be back to Irving, Texas, and Texas Stadium for more of the 125 main event. James Stewart continues to dominate. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Irving, Texas. The 125 main is in progress. James Stewart is your leader. Well, I mentioned on this earlier in the day, you know, it's not like James Stewart is racing out there against a bunch of Todd Harrises. I mean, these guys are very talented riders, and he is absolutely just blowing guys away.
Yeah, it's obvious that when he's practicing, you know, he's practicing the right things. He's riding hard enough on the days when he really needs to ride hard. This is the battle for 5th. Hansen, I mentioned a moment ago, running 5th, one of his best races so far. But he's starting to get some pressure from Preston's teammate. Gosler's a little quicker than Hansen. A little bit more experience. He should be able to get around.
Josh Hansen, number 93 on the Yamaha YZ125 Boost Mobile Yamaha Troy Racing out of Elbert, Colorado. He is the son of 1982 Supercross champion Donnie Hansen. And just like that, Gosler, whose father's the technician for Ricky Carmichael, moves into position. Look at this. Hansen comes right back. That's a strong move. You love to see that from the youngsters.
Well, it seemed like Gosler made his pass, and he tried to block Josh just a little bit. Thought, well, that's that. That's the biggest mistake you can make as a rider. There he goes again. Did that one with authority, but you can't rest as soon as you pass the rider. You got to be expecting that guy's bummed out and thinking, man, I got to get this guy back right now. Now or never, and that's when you're most vulnerable.
So Chris Gosler picks up the position. Gosler, number 29 on the Honda CR125R. Team AMSOIL Chaparral Honda out of Corona, California. 21 years of age. And what if he's ever asked his dad to come over and tune for him?
Now you can see already the gap back to Gosler, from Gosler back to Josh Hansen. Gosler's been known to throw it away here and there. He's had a tough season. He's fast enough. I'm always talking about the speed that he has. It's very impressive, but it's a little bit too inconsistent. Now back up to Stewart, working his way around lapped riders, or through them, whatever it takes. Gets around Tiger Lacey.
This is the 125 main event from Irving, Texas, and Texas Stadium. And James Stewart is on the cusp of securing his first title, the 125 West title. All he needed to do was finish in the top 3, and he is leaving little doubt after last year's debacle in Dallas, Texas. Stewart comes out and serves notice to Travis Preston that he plans on taking that number 1. And James, really, there's been no real mystery about it. Next year, most people expect to see James Stewart riding the 250 class.
Yeah, I think he's, you know, if he stays in the 125, it's going to be a lot more of this. And that's not only a waste of his talent, but you know, it's a waste for Kawasaki when they believe they can win a 250 Supercross title. I think what you'll see happen is he'll ride the 250 West. And if something goes really wrong and he's got some rookie things holding him back, which I can't imagine when I'm watching this right now, then he can fall back and ride the 125 east, try to win a title on both coasts, and then move up to 250 for good.
When we return to Texas, we'll have the conclusion of the 125 main event right after this. Welcome back to Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. The 125 main is winding down, and the 125 West title is on the line. You are watching the complete domination of one James Bubba Stewart, number 259. On board the Kawasaki out of Haines City, Florida. He is coming down to the final few laps. You take a look at the Honda stopwatch, and there are some impressive times. 20-second leads. The kid is absolutely phenomenal, and he is on the verge of winning his first title, as we said, the 125 West. And how ironic that he does it here in Texas Stadium. Last year, this is the place where his title chase came apart.
And you know, everything just seems to be falling into place for James so perfectly that I don't see any coincidence to the fact that he's wrapping. It's like, okay, I beat that. Now, what else you got you can throw at me to challenge? Whatever challenge he has, if he does happen to fail it the first time, he comes back and dominates and leaves no question that he learned his lesson. And, you know, I want to give props right now to Preston running second, who's, ever since he got into second, that 20-second lead has pretty much stayed like that. So Preston's going fast, he just 20 seconds back going fast, which has kind of been the story this whole season. He's got the speed, very impressive. For a big guy to be riding a little 125, he rides it well, but he's just getting outdone right now by the phenomenal riding of James Stewart.
Travis Preston back on board the two-stroke 125 Honda out of Hesperia, California. Got a big win at the first stop, Anaheim, California. That's where Stewart had to settle for second. But I'll give you a public service announcement, folks. Get ready, get the Polaroid, the Fuji, the Kodachrome, whatever you have to do, because this kid is ready to light it up on the final lap. James Stewart is looking awfully good, and I have a feeling we're going to see some incredible maneuvers.
Yeah, Merton's just got a real up-close view of a whip over the triple. We're going to see, we might see some knack-knacks. You know, this was such an ugly scene last year. He fell down so many times. I don't know, like 4, maybe 5 times. He had no brakes. Everything went wrong. His dad walked out of the stadium. We had a shot of that. The whole family learned a lot from that loss. It made them all stronger and a little bit smarter. Should they ever end up in that situation again? I don't know that they're going to, but if they do, they'll know how to handle it.
Well, he's affectionately known throughout the Supercross world as Bubba, and Bubba is on the white flag lap. This is the final lap, and the 125 West title will be his. And I would say, just be careful, young man. It's the final lap, but I don't think he's going to do that. I think.
Well, he did. Instead of tripling a couple of things, he just decided, oh, I'll double that. Now he's taking his time, making sure he's got plenty of room to head up to this triple.
Watch this.
Get ready.
Oh, my. Yeah. Well, I think the celebration will be grand. James Stewart Sr. will certainly be out there. His mom, his younger brother. Credit to the folks. They have kept him well grounded. He is certainly a superstar with a huge, bright future. And you speak with him, and he is just as personable and kind and humble as can be. And the kid is loaded with talent.
Yeah, that's great. He earned it. Steve Merton's back there behind him going, well, should I pass him, or what should I do here?
I'd stay right with him. You'll be in about 1 million photographs. But staying with him's a whole different story. Your winner in the 125 main and the winner of the 125 West title, number 259, James Stewart Jr. on board the Kawasaki, and he has returned to the place that was a thorn in his side to claim his first ever title. Congratulations to James Stewart, his family, Team Kawasaki, Oakley Fox, and the rest of the people that put him there. But David, I got to say it, this kid's talent put him right where he needs to be.
Well, as he no-hands his way over the triple, letting the crowd know, hey, I hear you out there. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be quite as inspired as I am. There's Jay Bones, Jeremy Albrecht, his mechanic, who worked with Emick when he got his championship in the 250 class back in '97. Jay Bones been here, done that. But, man, I don't think he's had anybody quite as vibrant as James, man. This kid is just something else.
Unbelievable.
It's bad for Preston. He gave it all he had, but not quite enough.
When we return to Texas, we will have official results, plus we'll talk with the new 125 West champion after this. Irving, Texas, and Texas Stadium, and what a great 125 West main event it was. As we take a look at the Suzuki final results, it's Stewart, Preston, Walker, Short, and Gosler. Let's send it down to Cameron.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, sweet success. James Stewart, the 125 West Coast champion. The shirt says it all, the smiles all around. First off, this is Tony Haynes. James runs his number 259. Tony, I want to ask you, how special is this moment for you and James and just you in general?
Man, it means everything. Everything. He stick by me, I stick by him. I don't switch on him, he don't switch on me. We just cool, regardless of the race, and we just buddies.
Right on. Now, James, I heard this song Tony did for you. After the race, I see you dancing. The excitement is overflowing here.
Yeah, you know, Cameron, you know, with everybody, my mom and dad, Tony Haynes, everybody's been backing me up, my team. You know, Chevy Kawasaki, my mechanic, Jeremy Albrecht. You know, the whole team is awesome. You know, I can't thank those guys enough. They've stuck behind me and everything. And, you know, it feels good to come back here at Dallas where I lost the championship at and come and win it again. So
there you have it. Awesome performance by James Stewart, the number one. You can see right here, the only time he'll probably run that number one plate, keeping Tony Haynes 259. Am I right?
Yep, 259, number one, baby. Yeah, word up.
The champions right here.
All right, thank you, Cameron. Let's take a look at the Suzuki Series standings. There it is, James Stewart clinching. Preston sits in second. One more time, let's go back down to Cameron.
Well, last year's 125 West Coast champion, Travis Preston, comes in second place tonight. Second place in the championship, I believe, is locked up. I want to ask you, though, second place is not the number one you had last year. Are you frustrated?
A little frustrated, but I'm just mostly sad. I really like to run the number one plate, and I'm sad to see it go.
You just going to start going for the wins now? I mean, is there a way to combat them? And then the East-West championship.
Well, I got a little secret idea. I kind of want to talk to Honda and see if I can ride the 450 in Salt Lake.
All right on. That would be exciting. You like the big bikes. You're going that way outdoors, right?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like my 125. I'm riding the thing pretty fast, and there's not much room to advance. And the four-stroke, I feel I can go way faster. So I'd really like to try and ride that.
Well, guys, just for clarification, I want to point out Travis Preston is bigger than I am. Travis, how much do you weigh? It's got to be hard to ride the 125.
Yeah, I'm really down on power. I'm like weighing 187 now. I mean, without my gear on. So I'm the heaviest guy out there.
Heaviest guy, 187. That's a code for murder, I believe, in the police book. So maybe he's going to go out and kill some guys on the big bike starting at Salt Lake.
All right, thank you very much, Cameron. Congratulations to James Stewart Jr.